Let's bring in America's accountant, CPA Dan Geltrude, for more on this. Dan, great to see you. Thank you very much. You know, one of the ways in which cryptocurrency came about was as a way of kind of disguising transactions. I mean, let's be honest about it. It has a certain cover because it's all done electronically that appealed to many people for many different reasons, some legitimate, some perhaps illegitimate. So that's one of the reasons that the tax man is going to have so much trouble with this, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of issues related to cryptocurrency. So to start with, as you just said, it's the new underground economy. It was kind of like what used to happen with cash and paying things under the table. What's different here, David, and what creates so much confusion is every time you use, let's say, Bitcoin, you're actually potentially triggering a taxable transaction. Because when you use that Bitcoin, if you're getting value greater than what you paid, what the basis was, it's like a stock. You don't have a gain, and it's taxable. So it's got to be reported. You hit upon exactly the point that I think most people are missing, that it's not so much, okay, if you hold it and wait for it to go up and then sell it, then it's obviously an investment and something has to be taxed as a capital gain. But if you use it, and more companies are allowing you to use cryptocurrencies to pay your bills, and if it goes way up in value, that means that you're actually getting a gain. You're getting what could be considered a capital gain. And do you then have to report it as such to the tax man? Yes, you do.
Wow.
And the IRS is hot on this issue, David. The Fraud Enforcement Office of the IRS has started what's called Operation Hidden Treasure. And what they're looking for is these transactions of unreported income. And just to make sure that people can't plead ignorance on this, right on the new 1040s for 2020, right after where your name and address is, there is a question related to, do you have cryptocurrencies? Were you transacting in cryptocurrencies?
Incredible.
Yes or no? And then you sign that return under the penalties of perjury.
Wow.
So it's right out there.
So
now,
you could go to jail if you answer that wrong. Let me just ask specifically, what happens if I get paid in cryptocurrency? And of course, the value of it fluctuates related to the dollar.
Well, as you get paid, whatever product you sold for that amount, that is now your basis in that cryptocurrency. To answer your first question, when you got paid, it's no different than getting paid by credit card or cash. So whatever profit you had in the transaction, you pay there. Now you've received the Bitcoin. Now you have to track what your basis is as of that transaction, because when you go to use the cryptocurrency, you are creating potentially another taxable event. It's going to be nuts.
Wow. Wow. Well, there's by the way, we don't have more than 15 seconds, but very rare that the IRS gives us a break, gives the actual taxpayer a break. But we did just get a break last night. We heard that May 17th is now the deadline for filling up our tax forms. That's a pretty good deal, right? We get an extra month.
You get an extra month, but let's look at it this way. The IRS right now is overwhelmed, so they need the extra time. Keep in mind, last year, IRS paid to taxpayers $3 billion worth of interest because they were late in delivering refunds back to taxpayers.
Interesting. All right, so they have their own reasons for doing it. Dan Geltrude, good to see you, Dan. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well.